Hey everyone, welcome to Nayna's Prepping Kitchen. I came across an article that I wanted to bring to you, and it is 7 grocery items that could face shortages next, says the experts. So I wanted to bring these to your attention so you can keep an eye out, on these items in case it is something that you buy. And believe me, a few of these are things that you get on a regular basis. And anyway, guys, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll continue to bring you content as I get it. So without further ado, we'll get going on the 7 grocery items that could face shortages next. So if we haven't seen enough shortages, we just keep saying more and more. So it's a good reason to keep your pantry stocked. So anyway, I'm going to read these to you real quick. And I won't go through the whole thing, but I will leave a link in the description. So if you want to, you can go back and read the whole article. But the first one, guys, is going to be wheat and corn and soybeans. And yeah, those are pretty important items, and what do bread, pasta, crackers, and cereal, and countless other grain-based items have in common? Wheat, with rising tensions between Russia and Ukraine, wheat is again at risk of short supply, according to S&P Global. Russia is the largest explorer of wheat in the world, and we've also seen the Great Plains drought in 2021 that has led to the lower expected wheat yield in the U.S. and 28 to 40% price increase at the end of the year. And there's more on that if you want to go back and read it. The second one is going to be meat. Let me know in the comments if you've seen any shortages of meat where you're at. The meat industry is up against more than its fair share of supply chain issues. On top of labor shortages from illness, a lack of truck drivers, and shortages of packaging material like plastic, paper, and aluminum, farmers are also being focused to slaughter parts of their herds due to shortage in antibiotics and feed material. So, yeah, those are some pretty major things, when we facing shortages on meat. The next one is going to be dairy, and we've seen shortages, in our cream cheese and sour creams and all that sort of stuff, and in milk. But the shortage of dairy cows is hampering productions for a number of dairy products. Daniel says U.S. Foods released a January farmers report, price trends showing higher costs for butter, cheese, milk, and cream. So Daniel's notes, you might see your favorite brand missing from the shelves some of the time, but you won't be totally out of luck when trying to find these ingredients in general. So in general, you may be able to find them, just don't count on them every time. And the next one is coffee. So yeah, I better get some more coffee. because I like my coffee. We've already seen higher prices for America's favorite caffeine fix in 2021. And since South America produces coffee for most of the globe, the shortage is being felt around the world. Uh, Coffee supplies were disseminated after extreme weather destroyed crops in Brazil, and with La Nina pattern forecast throughout early 22 expected to further hurt yields. It could take years for markets to recover. I didn't want to hear that. Yeah, so coffee is number 4, and like I say, I didn't want to hear that, so. But we will go on to number 5, potatoes. Yeah, we all pretty much use potatoes, I do believe. Both a hearty staple and a guilty pleasure as a salty snack. Potatoes started to disappear from the menu in certain countries. Maybe that's why we haven't had very many French fries in the freezer department, or potato chips, possibly. Let me know in the comments if that's what you think. That's my opinion, but yeah. So shortage was not as widespread, with some restaurants like Burger King able to swap in spuds for local suppliers in South Africa. However, others like KFC say they could not easily switch to Kenyan potatoes because of global quality standards. So, and there's more on that as well if you want to read the rest. Number 6, maybe all these shortages will lead you to this one, but it's champagne. I don't really drink, so it's not going to affect me, but maybe some of you out there have your glass of champagne, so if that's the case, you may have a hard time finding champagne. So perhaps a hopeful sign of a turnaround is the 120% increase in celebratory champagne sales reported by CNN in December of 2021. Okay. And number 7 is going to be plastics and aluminum. Our cans come, our canned soda pop, it comes in aluminum cans, and many other things come in aluminum cans, and a lot of things come in plastic. So price increases and higher demand for raw materials have significantly effect on products that rely on them for packaging needs for 2022. Daniel notes the increased cost for plastic compounds like oil and resin. So, being able to get these oils and resins to make the plastic, we have plastic jugs for all sorts of things. One of the bottlenecks for aluminum output in China's new set of regulations to reduce CO2 emissions reports that the shutdown triggered a shortage of magnesium, a necessary compound in creating aluminum alloy, and will have ripple effects on anything else using aluminum for packaging. So that is pretty big right there, plastic and aluminum, with all the many things that it's used for. We could be seeing more and more shortages according to this, so keep an eye out where you go shopping at, and like I say, let me know in the comments if you have seen any of these shortages where you're at, or and I'll do the same on my end. I noticed that I've seeing, like I say, you know, the French fries and potato chips were pretty empty, and some aluminum pop, you know, that comes in cans, and plastic for maybe the soap jugs, you know, and things that they put in plastic jugs and whatnot. So, yeah, I've kind of seen that in my area, so let me know in the comments what you're seeing in your area as well, and I'll continue to keep you informed to the best of my knowledge. And but anyway, guys, hope everyone is having a very good one, and everyone is safe and healthy and doing well. So until next time, guys, to live, God bless. Take care. Hope you all have a great one. Bye-bye. Be blessed.